And howdy y'all, Sean again from KappisCards, coming at you tonight with one of these flat rate boxes I got off eBay again here. This is of football cards, and it's supposed to be of mixed years from the 80s up through today, which I always use to make my product over here in the Etsy shop. If you're not familiar with this, right, you can get the link in the description of the video, as well as the link to all of our social media feeds. Give us a like and subscribe here on YouTube. I'm going to try live streaming here very soon, as well as, setting the product up, putting it together, as well as going through one of these boxes maybe here this week, as we're trying to get the football stuff back in stock. I've got so many teams sold out after Christmas, and it hasn't been easy to source these, as it has been in the past, right? The football cards. Baseball cards, there's plenty of them out there, right? But especially a modern football, right? There hasn't been a lot of lower end product this year because of Panini and what's going on with them, and trying to maybe merge with Fanatics like Topps did, or maybe not, and all that other sort of stuff that's going on within the hobby. So as always, when I do these boxes, as you can tell, I just ripped off the label that was here with my address on it, and I'm cutting it open for the first time, so I'm gonna see it just as you have right here for the first time. And hoping the cards are in good shape. Obviously, the first place to start. The box got here in good shape, unlike the couple that were busted open in recent previous videos. Otherwise, we're checking to see if we got some stars and some folks like that to help mix in with the box or in the packs. So, and just off the top, we can see some late 90s cards here. These sorts of, whoops, let me get a little more under the camera here. Some sort of late 90s cards here with these, right? But also some modern stuff like the playoff, and is that absolute? No, that's still playoff. That is absolute hiding under here, and some other things like that. And there's probably 4,000, 5,000 cards in here. I don't know if I'm gonna go through all of them here on video, but we'll do what we can, and we'll go from there. So I did a baseball card video not long ago, and then I opened up, I kind of left off the end of the video, and then I got into one part of the box, and there was some Chipper Jones rookie cards, and there were some other fun, actual nice cards in there. So hopefully we don't have that if I cut them off here at some point, as we're going through and doing this. So this is Pacific, and it's from 96. So I'm going to keep that Darren Woodson. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm excited after last night's game, beating Tom Brady. Always happy to beat Brady, right? He's Atwater, Hall of Famer. But, nice to knock him out in the team there. But, this guy that's out there, this Purdy guy, man, I mean, he's playing pretty well. So another Darren Woodson, maybe for the PC. But, we'll see where that goes here. Maybe the Dallas can get on a little run. That 92 NFC Championship game is probably still my favorite game, from growing up as a kid. Where the Cowboys really came of age, right, in that time period. And who knows? Hopefully they can make a little run again, or maybe they get blown out again like they have in other playoff games too. Whoops. Always good to drop the cards. So setting that Charles Haley aside there too. I might want that one in the PC as well. And I do that. I'll grab a couple of these Cowboys that are, from back then. It's Jimmy G and coming through, and, folks that, Mike Evans. Folks that, can spice up my own PC here. I don't have too many of the big cards, but, if I can get as many as I can of the players I liked, I ain't complaining, right? Collect your own way. Njoku, Beasley, Adam Thielen, Tomlinson. So some nice Prism cards here from, what is that? I can't tell what year that is. 18 or 19? Need a better light back over here. Some scorecards from the mid-90s. All right, I hear somebody. Maybe I can run over here real quick. Be right back. All right, sorry about that. We're back. Somebody wanted to come and help out here, and since he's really the star of the shop, right, over here in the Etsy shop, I figured we let him. So there's Kappi Boy, right? He's the boss. So he wants to come and help out with the box. We're going to let him this time. So we got some Absolute here from 2020, right? DJ Moore, Aaron Donald, Hill, Kamara. That's right, buddy. So there's Edelman. Right. So some nice modern cards mixed in there as well. It's not just 1990 stuff. Let's see the things we can't see on top here. Ooh, we got some Contenders, right? Nice base there. From, what year is that? 2020 again. All right, Kamara, Sean Watson, Russell Wilson, and some Donruss from a couple years ago. Kappi likes to sit here as I'm doing this and shaking it out right now, but he will sit right here, right next to me all night while I'm just sitting here going through these cards and sorting them out and doing whatever I got to do. And he'll take a little nap and he'll yell at me once in a while, right? Some Prestige from a couple of years ago. So that's nice. Van Der Esch. Tell you why Hilton's had a nice little supportive role for the Cowboys here recently. There's some certified from, what is that, 19? Yeah. So, Kittle. Should be some good games this weekend, right? The Giants sneaking through. You know, can the Eagles beat them a fourth time or third time? You know, it's 93 tops. So, there's Mike Saxon, the punter. But, you know, can they actually keep up and slow down Jalen Hurts and that sort of thing? Are they going to struggle as they have? Of course, that last game, they didn't really try that much. They played all their backups. But beyond that, right, on the AFC side is Jacksonville. Can they put a scare in the Chiefs? Who knows? That should be a fun game. I imagine a lot of points in that game. And then the other game there with the Bills and Bengals, of course, we all know what happened, right? You know, a couple weeks ago. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of emotion before that game kicks off with Damar Hamlin and that situation. But it should be a good game. Two really good teams. I have another Haley I want to set aside for myself. That Novacek, too. And, of course, if I got those, I just put them right back in the product as well, right? Because, I mean, I'm not even pulling out big stars for the Cowboys there. But, if, you know, there's an Aikman or an Emmett that I just don't recognize when I see it, I might pull them out, too, as we're going through. Some of these, especially these late 90s cards when I had gotten out of collecting. So, or, you know, the more modern stuff, though these contenders have floated through a lot in the last couple of years. I've got most of them, I think, from the Cowboys that I collect to the modern teams. So, some nice contenders here. These are 19 contenders with the little logo circle thing there. But it's a good mix. I like to always make sure my packs have a few stars mixed in, not just a bunch of common players. Nor are you going to get a bunch of, you know, like 1990 score football cards in one pack, right? You're not going to get 30 90 score football cards. That's not how my packs work. My packs are like this, right? They're a mix of different brands and different, you know, players and stuff like that from the 1980s up through today. So, you know, you're getting all sorts of different things there. A great way to sort of enter the market, or that's definitely a new Novacek for me. Great way if you just want to collect your team, right? That's all you care about. And, you know, you're thinking about that, or, you know, for kids too, right? If they're thinking about getting in, it's an inexpensive way. My football pack's $3.33 a pack, right? For 30 cards of your favorite team or whatever team you buy. And, you know, there's other ways to get, you know, some discounts and things like that too. If you buy in bulk, right? Or let me pick the teams, you know, that sort of thing, you can get a little discount. Or if you buy more than $35, right, you can get free shipping, which is always nice too. So some Stadium Club there from the mid-90s. What is more Stadium Club? So it's a nice mix so far from the mid to late 90s up through some more modern stuff, right? And some stars and some other players mixed in. So that's pretty cool. Some more of the score. What year is the score? 93. So 93 score. Mel Gray. He was a great returner back then. Alvin Harper. Right. Speaking of that 92 championship game, that catch across the middle, right? Kind of put the game away. That they went in and scored right after that. Who scored that last touchdown? Kelvin Martin. Some recent playoffs. Again. Some more Prism a couple years ago. Kappi's being shy now. You can hear me talking. Wants to come in, starts meowing outside the door, and then makes his little cameo on camera, and now he's over on the other side of the room. He's a cat, but he's my boy. He was actually my wife's present for our wedding 7 years ago. She wanted another cat. We have 3. And we went to PetSmart, you know, over here in town, and he jumped on my lap. And he has been there ever since. And that's why he's my business partner. Right? You know, he's always around, always hanging out, always wants to be the center of attention, except for right now when he could be. and he doesn't want to be. Some Mosaic. And some more of these, you know, late 90s cars, 1999. Right, greatest show on turf era there. So all of that. I drove a limo in Raleigh while I was working on my PhD, and I had Torrey Holt in the limo once. And his family. His wife didn't like me. I drove too fast. But, you know, what he's doing. I'm a limo driver. He drives fast. But, hell, I drive fast now. What's the difference? But still, you know, that's my Torrey Holt story. Larry Allen. It's a nice one for... Don't have a lot of Larry Allen cards. Of course, you don't have a lot of late 90s cards. A lot of this Pacific, a lot of this Stadium Club in here, which is cool because not a lot of that in my previous packs. I like to have new variety and stuff. I like seeing new things as I'm doing this. That's one of the cool things about putting this stuff together. Some Fleer Ultra. This is late 90s as well, right? Looks like I can't read it without my glasses. 2000 Fleer Ultra. Really got to work on a light back here. And some cards facing the wrong way. Moose. Moose is still a good commentator. I still enjoy him. I do not like Greg Olson. I'm sorry if you're a Panthers fan or a Bears fan or whoever he played for, right? I do not think he says anything that makes, I mean, he adds nothing to the commentary. I like Kevin Burkhardt. I liked him when he was with the Mets, doing the sideline stuff there, or the, you know, kind of dugout interviews, you know, that type of thing. But so I think he's all right. He's got some good passion towards, you know, some energy. But, man, Greg Olson's just, he's such a, I don't know. He just so bores me. And he's so annoying. There's a few of them like that. Collinsworth, of course, is always near the top of that list for me, too. He always has been. But, you know, man, I'd rather listen, I mean, it's unbiased, I guess, but I'd rather listen to Jason Witten. As much as I love Jason Witten, I sit here in a Jason Witten jersey when the Cowboys are on. He was not a good commentator. But still, you know, I'd rather listen to him than Greg Olson drone on. Or even Drew Brees was pretty terrible, too. I'd rather listen to him. The other one that's terrible is Jason Garrett. Oh, my God. Get him out of the NBC stuff. And Collinsworth's kid. Oh, my God. On the Notre Dame games. Oh, so horrible. And some more 96 kind of cards here. There's another Alvin Harper. Some 89 Pro sets, some junk wax air stuff there. That's fine. With the Fleer Ultra, right? Remember when these were Ultra? And these were like fancy, you know, stuff like that. And there is absolutely nothing fancy about them. But hey, in 1991 they were like $1 a pack. You know, oh my God. Now you can't get a box of cards for less than even the cheapest brands are probably like $150 now. I honestly don't know. I remember the last time I bought a hobby box of cards. You've seen me when I pick up a pack here and there, right? You know, that type of thing. I'll make a video, or I'll grab some of those like I did today, and I posted the Walgreens video with the obviously searched packs. Oh my God. I mean, those were probably the worst of, I mean, 88 Donruss isn't exactly, you know, baseball isn't exactly the best set to begin with. But good God, those packs were horrible. With those cards. So, yeah. And that's why, again, you know, you buy my product, you're not going to get a whole pack of 88 Donruss. You're going to get maybe one of them, right? But you're not going to get a bunch. So some more late 90s here, early 2000s kind of cards. They're all in pretty good shape. You know, they're packed pretty well in this box. There's a lot of them, right? You know, I do have another box I'm going to do soon here, then another box of football. That is all modern football, right? So, looking forward to that one. I paid up a little bit for that just because the going rate is what it is. I don't know if I have that Emmett card. I think I do. But, you know, I paid up a little bit for it for what I normally like to. And, you know, we'll see. See what's in there next time. And like I said, I've got enough subscribers now, and I appreciate that. Thank you all for subscribing and liking my videos and all that sort of thing, right? And, you know, there's a zillion of these videos out there, so trying to break through the AI and stuff like that isn't, of course, easy. But, you know, watching these things and putting these things together, helping my shop out, I appreciate that type of stuff. So does Kappi, right? Kappi gets food from it. And, you know, Nah, this stuff keeps me sane, right? I mean, you know, I'm a political science professor. If you followed politics in America recently, especially if since I'm not woke, and I'm not gonna be. So, you know, like I said, this keeps me sane. But anyway, you know, I appreciate everybody liking and subscribing the videos and, you know, that type of stuff. And letting me, you know, blabber on and look through these boxes and see what we got. And now that I've got enough to do a live stream, you know, I'll probably do them live here pretty soon as I can figure out all the other logistics on how. I'm not a complete, I mean, I'm 43, I'm not a boomer, but, you know, I'm still somewhat new to this streaming side of things, right? As I'm doing this, I can sit here and record a video, but all that other stuff would be a work in progress, so we'll figure it out. And more of these mid-90s pinnacle cards here, the triangle cards. Charles Haley again. Nice mix of some stars thrown in and other players as well, right? Antonio Brown. That's Kevin Carter. I thought that was Kevin Green. Some more of this. What year is this Stadium Club? Since we got a whole bunch of it. 96. Calvin Williams. Who is that tackling him? I can't tell. All right. So who do you like in the playoffs, right? I mean, I'm sure you got your team, right? Of course, I want Dallas to win them all, but, you know, I've got 25 years, 27 years of telling me otherwise, right? You know, since, I mean, I guess that was January of 96, technically, when they won that Super Bowl, right? So, you know, I was 16. I'm 43 now. What does that tell you? So, some more of this prestige. Hopefully they can break through and, you know, maybe at least even get to a NFC Championship game. I mean, I don't know. But that's my bias. I still like the Bills on the other side, though. How do you say no to Mahomes, right? Especially since they're going to play in a neutral site. The neutral site, too. I mean, going to, you know, you would think going to artificial turf in Atlanta, if they have to do that, if it's the Bills and the Chiefs, that's advantage Bills, I would think, right? With speed and that sort of stuff, because, you know, the Chiefs still have their, you know, offense, right? Mahomes still leading the world and everything, right? But they're not quite the same without Hill's speed, you know, where the, you know, artificial turf would make that much of a difference. But I think the Bills receivers do have that, right? Beyond Diggs, when you go to Davis and some of those others, right? I think they could make a difference there as they're doing it. We're almost completely through the first layer. Let me jump down here and see if I can get into the bottom at all. I mean, it's packed in pretty tight. See if we can get something different. We did. Some of these clear cards, you see that? You can see through them there. I mean, it's Tim Biakapatuka, but still, it's you know, something different, right? You can see my hand through there. Another one here of Andre Rison, Bad Moon Rison. Right? It's another commentator I never liked. It was Berman. All his stupid names, his back garbage and all that crap. Some other upper deck cards here. They feel textured, right? If you can see that there, it's sort of a football texture. Some Bowman. It's more upper deck. See if I can get into this. There's Tyreek Hill, just talking about. It's more of the specific here. Boomer. Can't get these out. Don't want to ruin them. Here we go. And these are certified. They're pretty old certified, though. Leaf certified from 99. I wouldn't call them chrome, but they're not paper either, right? Maybe they are chrome, I guess. But that's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen these before. Allstott. Wayne Corbett. Allstott again. Then we got some more of these late playoffs from the mid-90s. Nice stuff there. Can't remember if Allstott has when I go up to Purdue and I play golf there, I'll eat a Triple X, which if you are, you know, familiar with Purdue and that sort of thing, is kind of a famous little hole-in-the-wall kind of eatery, right? And I know Breeze has a sandwich. I can't remember if Allstott does on the menu there. I feel like he does. It's been a while since I've been up there, though, with the pandemic and all. So, whenever I go up there, I just play golf and come home. Purdue's got some great golf courses. I will give him that. And some more of these late 90s, early 2000s, right? Coming through. Lots and lots of that Stadium Club as we continue through this box. It's over here on top. More of this Leaf or Pinnacle stuff. I wonder if we have the whole set or close to it, right? Maybe they pulled a couple cards out and kept those, right? If there's any stars or, you know, like huge stars. Because I mean, I haven't seen Aikman. Doesn't mean he isn't in here, right? I haven't seen... Did I pull that Novacek out? I don't remember. You know, I haven't seen, you know, like there's an Emmitt Smith, but it's a checklist, right? From that time period. So other stars, right? Like Jerry Rice or, you know, I mean, here's the first time I've seen Favre and Marino and, you know, those kind of players. And of course it's on one card, right? Doesn't mean they're not in there. It just means I don't recall seeing them as I'm sitting here blabbering on. So they could be in here, but if they're not, you know, there are other stars and other stuff that I have there. I saw Isaac Bruce just a second ago, Hall of Famer. And some more of these, right? Let's see, what are these? These look different. Some score. What year is that score? 1996 score, Hugh Douglas. And again, I don't know if we have the whole set in there or what. Hey, what's nice we haven't seen as I'm going through these, right? Even though there has been some junk wax stuff, right? And I do pull out a lot of Charles Haley's. I might really be expanding my Charles Haley collection. But, you know, I have not seen 90 score, 90 Fleer yet, 91 Pro set, 90 Pro set. The normal suspects, right? That when we get this, these kind of boxes that do show up in there. So kind of happy about that. I do have some of that, of course, to mix in already. Down here below the table, right, where I've got everything stashed, just waiting for this box and the other box that I'm going to open to get sorted, and then we'll get these back in stock for you. Because, you know, like I said, you know, y'all did great at Christmas there, buying all kinds of different stuff from me. And, you know, kind of dwindling my stock down. I think there's only 14, 15 maybe NFL teams available at the most right now. You know, the ones that traditionally don't sell very well for whatever reason, like the Cardinals. Plenty of them available. The Jets. But still, you know, I'll get everybody else back in stock soon. All the big legacy teams that do sell better than the other ones, right? So some Optic and some more Prism. And some more of this Fleer Ultra. What year is that Ultra? Let's say 99. Yeah. And more of this Pinnacle stuff that we've seen a whole bunch of. Yeah, let's put this right here. So, let's see how fast we can get through some of these, since it's a lot of the same stuff. This Stadium Club. This is 2000, right? 99. 2000's blue. And, you know, of course, that wouldn't be one of my videos if I wasn't guessing the wrong year and being off by a year or two. So, more of these here that we've seen. What's this over here? Some more playoff contenders. It's got to be really early in contenders. Right? Whenever they started, probably one of the first sets of it, if not the first set. I honestly don't know off the top of my head. And I can't read the year. There really is no year. Oh, 95. Had to be a trademark somewhere. And some more is Absolute. There's some 94 tops. 96. Jeez. Some Impact. Just some different stuff right there. And that's going to be a big sort. I don't have that rock yet. That one's going in the collection too. I don't think I have any Cowboys cards that are clear like that. That's pretty different. As you're watching, there's some different stuff too. These upper deck cards. As you're watching this too, if you've made it this far, first off, thank you. But second, you know, if you've got cards you're looking to sell in bulk like this, my email is in the description. I am always interested if you wanted to talk price. So don't be afraid to shoot me a line at any time when you're watching this, and, you know, we'll see if we can work something out. And, you know, of course, if you're looking to buy as well, head on over to the Etsy shop. It's the place to do it. If you're not an Etsy member, you don't have to be. You know, you can be a guest to check out and everything over there. And, you know, the price is what it is. Always recommend get up to that $35 threshold. Get yourself free shipping. Nothing wrong with that at all. And there's a green one. I wonder what the difference is between the red and the green there. I honestly have no idea. So, anything else we're looking through here? A lot more of these 90s cards. Late 90s, early 2000s kind of cards, right? Get Harbaugh as a Charger. Don't remember that very much. Put that there. Yeah, what else we got over here? Some more of these same cards, these same sets. I bet that whole set of that score is in there. Or close to it. Because here's more of it. And more of that Pinnacle. Yeah, so why don't we go ahead and call this a video here after one more grab. Oh, we got to do better than that. It's more of that score. One more grab here. What's back over here that I can't see very well? So a little more of that upper deck. And some more of that Stadium Club. So, you know, like I said, these will get mixed into all of my product here over the next few days, and we'll get these NFL team bags put back up for you to go through and buy very soon. And as always, I appreciate you watching. Give us a like and subscribe if you can. And we'll see you over in the shop.